Hello and welcome to In a Flash, a flash fiction reading series by Sweetycat Press. I'm Dave Gregory. With Halloween drawing near, our reading today is Skeleton Crew by Charlie Heyer. I will point out this story has an abrupt ending, so be ready for it. Each installment of In a Flash has a collaborating partner, so the co-sponsor of today's reading is Terry Evenson. Skeleton Crew by Charlie Heyer. Whomp! Shit! That was close! The rumble of artillery sounds like a distant thunderstorm. Dirt, twigs, and dried leaves shower down around my half-dug foxhole, adding that special rainfall ambiance. Things must be bad if they're already calling Artie down on our position. Let's hope that last shell just fell short. Sprang! Guess not. A shell slams through the roof of the nearby power shed. Good thing I changed my mind about digging in right next to it. Sheets of rusty corrugated steel and generator parts fountain up. The camp lights dim. Of course, it's my part of the camp that goes dark. Looking beyond the perimeter wire, I catch a glimpse of white emerging from the tree line while the spotlights fade to black. Damned if it doesn't look like an army of walking skeletons carrying AKs. Roof panels and assorted generator parts return to earth in a clinking, clanking, earth-shaking roar, a tornado in a junkyard. I taste fresh dirt as I hurl my face to the bottom of my sanctuary and hope I don't take a high-speed nut in my way too exposed ass. Damn, this hole is shallow. Now that the background chuffing of the diesel generators has fallen silent, I can hear the rattling of myriad skeletal bones. It sounds like hundreds of bouncing dice clattering and echoing in the biggest back alley craps game in the universe. The rattles drift above, but don't totally conceal the whispers of dead feet shuffling through dead fall leaves that have blown into the dead free fire zone that surrounds the camp. I can't even enjoy the fragrance of the crushed leaves, though. Months of stale diesel soot rooted in the very soul of the camp near the gen shed powders my hair and clothes and makes everything stink like the south end of a northbound bus. Dark, smelly, face down, ass up, in the half-dug hole under attack by Kalishnikov-toting skeletons is not how I had scheduled my evening. Tonight was supposed to be drinks at the Lido Deck, the Camp NCO Club. Pretty ritzy name for 4 stained planks balanced atop 5 yellow 55-gallon drums. The Lido Deck lounges under a field hospital canopy Lefty Schwartz liberated from a passing unit last year. The sergeant's shit listers keep the awnings outward-facing red crosses and their white surrounding circles scrubbed daily. They're rumored to be the cleanest things in camp. Lefty even illuminates the hospital crosses with spotlights. For safety, he grunts. Don't want nobody shooting up the hooch. Personally, I think it's to give the officers something to bitch about so they don't notice him swiping half their booze. The Lido Deck appreciates its lefty, it does. Pop, pop. Tss. Now what? I twist to sit and peer over the lip of my still too damn shallow hole. 2 mortar-fired flares. Twin basketballs of white phosphorus ignite, sputter, and then hurl their blinding harshness into the night. Light, yes, but I'm not sure it's an improvement. Squee, 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 squee. The flares squeal as they sway in the wind, attempting to keep the white-hot Willie Pete stable. Vietnam relics, they occasionally sputter while they fight a losing battle against half a century of corrosion, dust, and general neglect. The squeaking, hissing flares cover the sound of bouncing dice and shuffling feet. Tossing wildly on the breeze despite their gimbals, the flares create shadow armies that race back and forth across the camp, sprinting from tree to building and back to tree again. The surreal has become, I don't know, what's beyond surreal? Crump! Someone lights off a claymore mine and blows a hole in the advancing skeletons. The dark, silent void highlights the avalanche of gunfire as the skeletal skirmish line advances relentlessly toward the camp. A skeleton occasionally drops, shot perhaps. More likely it steps into an unseen trench, given how few M16s are actually firing in defense. Me? I'm a cook. It's peacetime. Don't be a fool, just sign the line. We'll pay for school. The uniform actors sang and danced on the idiot box. Idiot box indeed, and me a bigger idiot for paying attention to the stupid thing. If I live through this, I'm going to find that ad agency and shoot the nearest employee, maybe more, quite possibly the whole damned office. After this, there won't be a single vote to convict, not one. I glance down at the heavy ladle in my hand and wonder if I can knock the skull off of one of those animated bone piles. Would it even do any good? Over the squealing, hissing flares and the occasional crack of defensive gunfire, I can hear the captain screaming on command net for air support. It seems witches are blunting the trajectory of our artillery, and we're shelling our own positions. I see an interesting after-action report in somebody's future. I don't remember if witchcraft-addled projectiles fall under friendly fire or not. I mean, technically, those are our guns. Anyway, Cap wants laser-guided munitions to take out the witches. Air Command is being overrun themselves. They want Cap to get off freak and go fuck himself. Me? I just want Halloween to end before the end. And that was Skeleton Crew by Charlie Heyer. This installment of In a Flash was co-sponsored by Terry Evenson. I'm Dave Gregory for Sweetycat Press.